Hello everyone. This is part of a series covering all the German driving license theory questions with explanations. I've created a playlist so you can easily find any video you missed. Subscribe so you don't miss any of them. And let's go. Alright, here's our first question. What do you have to do when you see this traffic sign? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, take off your sunglasses. Option B, switch on the hazard warning lights. Option C, switch on dipped headlights. Pause the video now if you need more time to think. When you're ready, hit play and let's see the answers. The correct answers are A and C. Let's understand why. A and C are correct. Before entering a tunnel, you switch on dipped headlights so you and others can see clearly, and you remove sunglasses because they dangerously dim your vision in low light. Hazard lights are for breakdowns only, not routine tunnel entry. Lights on, sunglasses off. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Let's jump right in with the next question. You drive into a brightly lit tunnel, which is indicated like this. What do? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, drive with dipped headlights. Option B, drive with daytime running lights. Option C, drive without lights. Go ahead and pause the video to think about your answer. Resume when you're ready. The correct answer is A. Let's understand why. A is correct. German law requires dipped headlights in any tunnel, lit or unlit, day or night. Daytime running lights are not sufficient and no lights at all is prohibited. Side lights or running lights simply are not bright enough for tunnel conditions. Tunnels always mean dipped headlights. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Here comes the next one. What does this traffic sign combination indicate? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, a traffic calming zone. Option B, a children's playground. Option C, a pedestrian zone. Pause the video here and take your time. When you've made your choice, hit play. The correct answer is A. Let's understand why. A is correct. This combination marks a traffic calming zone where pedestrians have priority and drivers must travel at walking pace. It is not a pedestrian zone because cars may still enter. A pedestrian zone has its own sign and bans motor vehicles entirely. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, next question. What does this traffic road sign mean? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, expressway. Option B, priority road. Option C, no parking on the carriageway outside of settlements. If you need a moment, pause the video now. Ready? Let's reveal the answers. The correct answers are B and C. Let's understand why. B and C are correct. The yellow diamond marks a priority road giving you right of way over side roads. Outside settlements, it also means parking on the carriageway itself is forbidden. Option A is wrong. Expressway uses a blue sign with a car symbol, not a yellow diamond. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Let's move on. What does this traffic sign indicate? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, tram line no. 3. Option B, a numbered diversion. Option C, a numbered underground car park. Take your time, pause the video and think it through. Hit play when you're ready. The correct answer is B. Let's understand why. B is correct. This sign indicates a numbered diversion, a temporary alternative route when the main road is closed. Trams have their own blue signs with the tram symbol. Underground car parks use a P sign format. Follow the numbers to stay on the correct detour. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Here's the next one for you. What do you have to be aware of when you see this traffic sign combination? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A. If I am following the priority road, I have to signal a left turn. Option B. If I continue driving straight ahead, I have to signal a right turn. Option C. The direction of traffic to the left is prescribed. Pause here if you want to think about it. Once you've decided, let's continue. The correct answer is A. Let's understand why. A is correct. The priority road bends left, so following it requires signaling a left turn. B is wrong because going straight does not require a right turn signal. C is wrong because the sign shows where the priority road leads, not that all traffic must turn left. All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, let's tackle this one. What is the correct action on roads with these types of protective cycle lanes? Study the scene carefully before looking at the options. Option A. Use the protective lanes to assist parking. Option B. In no event drive on the protective lanes. Option C. Drive on the protective lanes when necessary if there is no risk to cyclists. Now is a good time to pause and think. When you've got your answer, hit play. The correct answer is C. Let's understand why. C is correct. Protective cycle lanes have a dashed line, meaning motor vehicles may cross onto them when genuinely necessary and no cyclist is at risk. B is too absolute, treating the dashed line like a solid line path. A is wrong. Parking assistance is never a valid reason to use cycle infrastructure. All right, let's move on to the next question. Ready? Here's the next question. What must you do upon seeing this traffic sign? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A. I must allow the pedestrians to cross the road. Option B. I may not remain stationary on the pedestrian crossing if the traffic backs up. Option C. I must approach at a moderate speed if it is clear that pedestrians want to cross the road. Feel free to pause the video and think about this one. Resume when you're ready. All three are correct. A, B, and C. Let's understand why. All three are correct. The pedestrian crossing sign triggers multiple duties. Approach at moderate speed when pedestrians want to cross. Let them cross safely and never block the crossing when traffic is backed up. Each rule protects pedestrians from a different hazard. All right, let's move on to the next question. Moving right along. What must you be prepared for here? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A. That the flowing traffic will come to a stop. Option B. That children will cross the road more frequently than usual. Option C. That children will be playing on the road under supervision. Pause the video and take a moment to decide. When you're ready, let's move on. The correct answers are A and B. Let's understand why. A and B are correct. Expect traffic ahead to stop suddenly and children to cross more frequently than usual. C is wrong. Children are not supervised on the road itself and may act unpredictably. Wherever children are present, slow down and cover your brake. All right, let's move on to the next question. Let's see what we've got next. What applies according to this traffic sign? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A. I may only park on designated places. Option B. I have to drive at walking speed. Option C. I may not impede pedestrians. Hit pause now if you want to think. When you've got your answer, let's see if you're right. All three are correct. A, B, and C. Let's understand why. All three are correct. In a traffic calm zone, you must drive at walking speed, give way to pedestrians everywhere, and park only on designated spaces. The sign bundles all three obligations. In this zone, cars are guests in a pedestrian space. All right, let's move on to the next question. All right, here's another one. What does this traffic sign combination mean to you? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A. I am not permitted to turn right or drive straight ahead. Option B. If I continue driving straight ahead, I have to allow right of way to vehicles arriving from the right. Option C. I am on a priority road that bends left. Pause here and think carefully. Ready? Let's check the answers. The correct answer is C. Let's understand why. C is correct. The yellow diamond confirms you are on the priority road with right of way, and the arrow shows it bends left. There are no turning restrictions. So A is wrong. You do not give way going straight, so B is wrong. The arrow simply shows the route of the priority road. All right, let's move on to the next question. Here we go with the next question. What do you have to be aware of when you see this traffic sign? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, motor vehicles have to drive at walking speed. Option B, children may play across the entire road. Option C, pedestrians are entitled to use the entire breadth of the road. Take a moment to pause and decide. Hit play when you want to see the correct answer. All three are correct: A, B, and C. Let's understand why. All three are correct. In a Verkehrsberuhigter Bereich, cars must travel at walking speed, children may play across the whole road, and pedestrians may use the full width. The road belongs to everyone equally. Cars must be prepared to stop at any moment. All right, let's move on to the next question. On to the next one. What does this traffic sign indicate? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, a prohibition on through traffic. Option B, a customs point. Option C, a toll road. Go ahead and pause if you need time. When you're ready, let's reveal the answers. The correct answer is B. Let's understand why. B is correct. This sign indicates a customs point where you may need to stop for border or customs inspection. Toll roads have barrier or monetary symbols. Through traffic restrictions, use a different sign. When you see this sign, have your documents ready. All right, let's move on to the next question. Let's keep going. What is correct in this situation? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A built up area starts. Option B, a built up area ends. Option C, a deviation ends. Pause the video and make your choice. When you're done, let's see the answers together. The correct answer is B. Let's understand why. B is correct. The white sign with the place name crossed out by a red diagonal marks the end of a built up area. The 50 kilometers per hour default no longer applies. The start of a built up area uses the same sign without the diagonal line. Red line through the name means the town is behind you. All right, let's move on to the next question. And here's the next question. What do you have to observe in a traffic situation like this one? Study the scene carefully before looking at the options. Option A, not cross the center line if this would endanger other traffic. Option B, cross the center line in order to pass by the obstruction. Option C, cross the center line in order to overtake. This is your chance to pause and think. Resume the video when you're ready. All three are correct: A, B, and C. Let's understand why. All three are correct. You may cross the center line to pass a stationary obstruction and to overtake, but only when it is safe. Option A is the safety condition governing options B and C. The center line may only be crossed when necessary and when the path is clear. All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, next up, what does this traffic sign indicate? Take a moment to look at the options. Option A, a temporary additional carriageway. Option B, a stop for brakes and changing drivers. Option C, an emergency stop and breakdown bay. If you want more time, pause now. Otherwise, let's jump to the answers. The correct answer is C. Let's understand why. C is correct. The sign marks an emergency breakdown bay, a dedicated refuge for vehicles with mechanical problems. It is not an extra traffic lane. It is not a rest stop for brakes or driver changes. Those are Rastplatz or Parkplatz signs. This bay is for emergencies only. And that wraps up this quiz. How did everyone do? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Check out my driving course at drivewithranjit.com/courses.